The Samsung Galaxy S24 series is about to launch, and today we've got all of the information to share. Let me know in the comments who out there is waiting for the Galaxy S24, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech. So first up, before we get into the S24 news, Samsung currently have an incredible Black Friday deal running for those of you that want to get a bargain on the S23 Ultra, and it's reduced to $899 on top of enhanced trade-in offers, and you can get up to a further $800 off. Now all you have to do is click the link down in the description below, and then press the option to take you to the Samsung Shop app. Now the discount is only available when purchasing through this link and then Samsung Shop app, and there's also plenty of other great offers like $500 off the Z Fold 5, and all deals are available until the 3rd of December. So now back to the S24. We've had lots of reports stating that the Samsung Galaxy S24 series will be coming on the 17th of January at a launch event in San Francisco, and we now know that that seems very likely as the device is appearing in certifications. Now we've already had the 3C certification, and it's now appeared on the BIS certification, and this confirms that launch is imminent. Next up, we've had many credible leakers telling us that the S24 Ultra is going to be featuring a flat display. This has further been backed up by Ice Universe. He tweeted to show the screen protectors for all three devices, and we can see that for the S24 Ultra, not only does it have a flat display, but we've also got even bezels on every side. Now many complain about the curved displays, so this should be a welcomed update for most, especially for those of you that use the S Pen and you've had issues on the edge of the screen. We previously had leaked benchmarks for the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and they had a single core score of 2,214 and then a multi-core score of 6,744, and it also confirmed a 12GB RAM variant, but now we've got a bit more information about the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Golden Reviewer tweeted a table of the CPU performance, and the new chipset showed a 13% improvement compared to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 Plus, but it also showed a lot more power consumption and heat. Now the tests by Golden Reviewer were performed on the Xiaomi 14 Pro, but it goes to show that the new chipset is going to need some good thermal management and optimization. Now the Galaxy S24 Ultra is going to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for all regions, but the S24 and the S24 Plus will be using the Exynos 2400 in certain regions. Now one of the main upgrades of the Galaxy S24 Ultra is going to be AI features thanks to the power of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and it's being branded as Galaxy AI, and it comes with many AI features such as AA Live Translate Call, and this is going to offer real-time audio and text translation during a phone call, and it's also all handled on the device itself rather than having to rely on a cloud service. Now currently this is the only feature that's been announced by Samsung, but according to Ice Universe, Galaxy AI is also going to pick the best photo when you've taken multiple photos of the same thing, and it's also going to be able to summarize documents or websites. Well, the AI is going to utilize both cloud processing and processing on the device itself. It seems Samsung's focus is to make as much as possible happen on the device, so there's going to be no need for any connectivity. Now we've also had a leak of an exclusive feature for the S24, and it's going to allow people to access the Instagram camera directly from the lock screen. So clearly Samsung and Instagram are working together on this, and it's going to be interesting to see what else comes with the new S24. We've already had plenty of leaks on the design of the S24 Ultra from reliable leakers like OnLeaks, and we've even had some dummy models based on CAD, and I've also made these renders here to show you exactly what the S24 Ultra is going to look like. It's refreshing to see such a drastic change with the S24 Ultra's display, but we also have a bit of a change with the S24 and the S24 Plus with a more flat edge design this time around, and something that's proved very popular with the iPhone. Now for those of you excited for the Samsung Galaxy S24 series, we're now going to run through the full specs, design and the prices for each model in the range to help you guys decide which one is right for you. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video, but if you're new here, then hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. The standard Galaxy S24 is coming with a 6.1-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. We get a resolution of 2340 by 1080, and it's going to be using Samsung's new M13 OLED panels protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2. We get a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera for the selfies, then on the rear it's a 50-megapixel primary camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide and a 10-megapixel telephoto, and of course it's going to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in South Korea and USA, while European users users are going to be getting the Exynos 2400. We get 12GB of RAM and a choice of 256 or 512GB storage, and this is going to be UFS 4.1. It comes with a 3900 mAh battery, and while fast charging is still unknown, we're hoping to see an upgrade to something like 40 watts, but we do know that we're getting 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7. Now it's coming with One UI 6 based on Android 14, and it's expected to launch from about $850 to $900, and that's going to be in February 2024. Now next up, we've got the Galaxy S24 Plus with a 6.7-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. We get an upgraded Quad HD Plus resolution of 3120 by 1440, and it's going to be using Samsung's new M13 OLED panel, and again protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2. We get a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera for the selfies, then on the rear again it's a 50-megapixel primary, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide and a 10-megapixel telephoto. It's going to be powered up by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in South Korea and USA, and again Europe users are going to get the Exynos 2400, and again we get 12GB of RAM and then the choice of 256 or 512 storage, which will be UFS 4.1. It comes with a 4700 mAh battery, and while fast charging again is unknown, we're hoping to see an upgrade to something like 40 watts, and again we get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7. It's coming with One UI 6 based on Android 14, and it's expected to launch from about $1,050. Now finally, we've got the most premium, the Galaxy S24 Ultra. And with the S24 Ultra, we've got a 6.8-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. It's got a resolution of 3088 by 1440, and again it's using Samsung's new M13 OLED panel, protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2. We get a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera for the selfies, then on the rear it's a 200-megapixel primary camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, we get a 50-megapixel 3x telephoto, as well as a 10-megapixel telephoto with 10x optical zoom. Despite previous rumors, it's going to be powered up by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in all regions, and it's only the S24 and the S24 Plus that are still going to be using the Exynos. And with the S24 Ultra, we get 16GB of RAM with up to 1TB of storage, and of course it's UFS 4.1. It comes with a 5000 mAh battery, and while fast charging is still unknown, when it comes to the Ultra, we're hoping for an upgrade of something closer to 60 watts, and we're also going to get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7. Now it's coming with One UI 6 based on Android 14, and it's expected to launch from $1,250. So when it comes to the Samsung Galaxy S24, we've got some slight changes across all three models, but it seems that Samsung's focus has been on improving an already popular device without redesigning the whole thing for the sake of it, although they have still made some big changes. It seems AI is going to play a major role in promoting the Galaxy S24 series, and thanks to the power of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and Samsung Gauze, most of the AI is going to be handled on the device itself. Because it's very similar to its predecessor, it's probably not going to be worth an upgrade from the S23, but for anyone with an older S phone or looking to get their first S phone, then it's going to be a great choice. Now of course, being this close to launch, more and more details are going to come flooding in, and I'll be sharing them as soon as they do, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.